Irv Gotti was an American record producer. Gotti started off as a New York hip-hop DJ in the 1980s, then becoming an A&R talent scout for TVT Records in 1995 and moved to Def Jam Recordings in 1997. He co-founded the record label Murder Incorporated. Born June 26, 1970, New York, New York. Died February 5, 2025, age 54 years, New York, New York. Record labels: Murder Incorporated Records, Top Dog Productions. See more. Children: Angie Gotti, JJ Gotti, Sonny Gotti. Nationality: American. Irv Gotti. Net worth $25 million. Early life: Irving Domingo Lorenzo Jr. was born in the Hollis neighborhood of Queens, New York City, on June 26, 1970. Lorenzo was of African American and Filipino descent, though he was commonly mistaken for having Dominican heritage. His father Irving was a taxicab driver and dispatcher. He was the youngest of 8 siblings, including 2 sisters and an older brother named Christopher, who later became known as Chris Gotti. Personal life and death: From 2003 to 2013, Lorenzo was married to his wife Deborah, also known as Debbie. The couple had 2 sons and a daughter together. Lorenzo claimed he had romantically dated Ashanti while separated from his wife, which the singer denied, though she did confirm they were casually dating at one point. The two had a tumultuous relationship, with communication breaking down in 2009 when Ashanti left the Inc. Lorenzo had 2 properties in Encino, California. He previously owned a home in Sherman Oaks and in New Rochelle. Lorenzo, who was diagnosed with diabetes, avoided hospitals and doctors for years, and struggled to take insulin and change his diet. In early 2024, Lorenzo suffered a minor stroke as a result of his diabetes, which caused him to walk with a cane. On February 5, 2025, he died in New York City at the age of 54, from a hemorrhagic stroke he suffered while eating American Chinese food and playing poker with friends in the days leading up to his death. Career: Gotti's career started as a pre-teen when his sister Christina bought him turntables for his birthday. Under the moniker DJ Irv, he would make mixtapes with beats and DJ mixes in the family basement, selling them for $10 at local barbershops. According to rapper Jay-Z, Gotti was one of the first to do hip-hop street mixtapes. Many of his initial mixtape customers were hustlers and drug dealers, and for a brief period Gotti was a small-time dealer of both cocaine and crack cocaine. After a run-in with local police, however, he left the trade. By the age of 15, Gotti would go on to DJ at parties at local parks and nightclubs in Queens. This caught the attention of record executive Russell Simmons, and rappers Rev Run and LL Cool J would visit his family's home as word spread. In 1987, Gotti and Jay-Z were under the same management company, Joss Productions, and Jay-Z's record label had an idea to record an album with a concept similar to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, with Gotti as the DJ, Jay-Z as the rapper, and Jay-Z as the hype man. While recording the album Word to the Jazz in London in 1988, Jay-Z and Gotti began to foster their relationship on the trip. In 1988, while on a promotional tour for Jay-Z, Gotti was roommates with producer Chad Elliott, who later introduced him in Yonkers to DMX and brothers Joaquin Wah and Darren D. Dean, who had mentioned they were creating a company called Rough Riders together. In 1989, Elliott and Gotti worked on a beat called Born Loser, which became one of DMX's first music demos and was later released as his debut single in 1992. Producer Large Professor later taught Gotti how to produce on a EMU SP12 and a Kai S950 while recording the 1991 remix for It's a Boy by Slick Rick. One of the first musicians he discovered was rapper Mike Geronimo at a local high school talent show. Gotti, under the moniker DJ Irv, produced and independently distributed the 1993 recording of Shit's Real by Mike Geronimo. The single was re-released in 1994 under TVT Records. This helped Gotti secure a job as a talent scout in the A&R department at the record label, where he was hired by Steve Gottlieb in 1995. During his time at TVT, he signed Mike Geronimo and Queens-based rap group Cash Money Click, of which rapper Ja Rule was a member, after discovering them in 1991. Gotti produced songs on Mike Geronimo's 1995 debut album The Natural, which raps supergroup Murder Incorporated consisting of DMX, Ja Rule, and Jay-Z was first featured on the song Time to Build. Gotti convinced Wa to buy him a Akai MPC-60 drum machine to produce records for DMX, which resulted in the 1995 single Make a Move. In 1995, Jay-Z claimed DJ Irv to be the dawn of hip-hop, giving him the moniker Irv Gotti, which was inspired by mobster John Gotti. Gotti later produced the song Can I Live from Jay-Z's 1996 debut album, Reasonable Doubt, and helped service Ain't No Playa to radio. He also acted as Jay-Z's tour DJ and helped create the joint venture between Rockefeller Records and Def Jam in 1997.